Hello, hello. Welcome to Homeschooling with Heart. My name is Stef. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And if you are new to this channel, thank you. Thank you for giving this channel a chance. I appreciate that too. All right, today we're going to talk about Remington's Sunlight curriculum. We're going to talk about 5 in a row. We're going to talk about our November and how the stars had to have aligned just right for our November to go the way it did. And so if you're into that, if you want to hear more, I would love for you to meet me on the other side of this YouTube segment. All right. Thank you so very much for meeting me on the other side of the YouTube second. I really do appreciate it. And I'm not kidding when I say the stars had to have aligned, because we started a new program with Sunlight. Remington wasn't going well with the level that I chose. And I have a video I'll put up there, and it's all my fault, and y'all can watch it if you feel like it. But yeah, I'll put that video up there, and you can kind of see why we changed to the Sunlight program that we are currently doing. But in the month of November, we chose a unit from 5 in a row, but we chose it from their website. The unit that we chose was a book called Fry Bread. It's a beautiful story. So much so that my grandson asked for me to read it again when I was done. Back to back. Now, he has not asked me to do that in years. That alone warmed my heart, not to mention the reason that he wanted me to read it again. And I would tell y'all, but then I might spoil the book, so I'm just going to leave it there. But the lesson that we started doing out of Fry Bread was a language arts lesson. And these are the lesson plans that we downloaded from 5 in a row. And usually 5 in a row is our child-led study. We use it as a supplement in our homeschool. You can use it as a curriculum, but we use it as a supplement for now anyway. The language arts happen to be non-rhyming poetry, free verse. And y'all know how much Remington loves poetry. They suggested that I read Fry Bread to the beat of my own drum, right? So have like an internal tempo, right? And so that's what I did. And he was just like, Mimi, read it again. And I love that. I was just pretty cool. Then after we read Fry Bread, we start in with our Sunlight program. And we start reading about Erickson, and we read about Columbus. And the next person that we read about from the Heroes and Happenings is part of Sunlight's American History program on the K level. Anyway, so we read about Squanto. In the meantime, we have read about the very first Americans, have read 3 young, then we have read Fry Bread, a Native American family story. I knew that he would probably have questions about Squanto, and he did. So we had Squanto's journey. I had actually purchased this because I wanted to go over Squanto's perspective this Thanksgiving with him. It just so happened that we were in Sunlight and we read 3 Young Pilgrims' perspective and Squanto's perspective at the same time. And that could not have lined up any better, because I got to teach Remington both perspectives. at the same time. He had questions about the first Thanksgiving, and we talked about it. And he asked, well, why is it a holiday? And I talked to him about Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War a little bit, and told him that Abraham Lincoln had declared Thanksgiving a federal holiday, and for a day of prayer and peace. He had some questions there. At that point, I thought, okay, so let's go ahead and read Fry Bread again, and let's see where he goes, because I'd kind of answered the questions from Sunlight. So I read Fry Bread again, and he had questions on our human color. That's what Remi calls it, our human color. And so I've got this beautiful book here. This is called All the Colors of the Earth. And this is also a poetry book as well. It is a beautifully illustrated children's book. And Remington absolutely loved this book. He loved everything about it, and he loved that it rhymed, and he got explanations about human colors from this book, about Squanto and why they didn't call him by his real name. And that led us to a book called The Change Your Name Store. This was also a rhyming book. This is why I'm telling y'all, I could not have planned. The stars had to have been aligned for all of this to go just like it did. This was a cute book. He enjoyed it. It was rhyming all the way through. It's about a little girl who doesn't like her name, and she wants to change it, so she goes to the Change Your Name store. So we got on a discussion about pumpkins. Yeah, I know, right? We go to a discussion about pumpkins because we have our Halloween pumpkins sitting there, and now they're Thanksgiving pumpkins. And he says, Mimi, are those going to just become Christmas pumpkins? Well, wouldn't you know? A couple of years ago, his aunt bought him a book called The Christmas Pumpkin. I am not kidding you. Yes, The Christmas Pumpkin. This is a true story. It is a very, very good story. I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, I mean, right? Okay, so all these things are lining up, but this is where we ended our November, with a Christmas pumpkin. Read aloud for November. We are enjoying this book, especially after the year long of Charlotte's Web. No, we really are enjoying The World According to Humphrey, and there are a couple of more read alouds that I'm reading to him, but I will go over those in our next video. I will also be going over his science curriculum that we are doing and his new math, but those will all be in upcoming videos. So there you go. That was our November. We did have, a couple of other things here and there, but that was, for the most part, what he wanted to know about what we talked about here. And so that's what I thought I would show you today. I hope that this video has helped in some way today. If you liked any part of this video, I would love for you to comment at the bottom if time is speeding up for you or not. Seriously, I want to know. If it's creeping by, let me know. I just kind of want to get a sense of what it's like for everybody else out there. For me, it is, pedal to the metal, no traffic, every green light, that fast. That's it. That was our November. Thank you so much for watching again. I do appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button for me, yep, I'm going to ask you to do it. You know I got to. Greatly appreciate it. That lets YouTube land know that somebody out there likes our content, and they push it to others who may like our content as well. And then maybe they'll subscribe. And if you aren't a subscriber, I would love for you to follow us on this journey. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing, and you can be on this journey with us. And until we meet again, be good to each other. Bye-bye.